The Mixed Up Chameleon by Carle. Carle is an author and illustrator, and he made the decision to use painted paper painted by kids to make a collage and illustrate the pictures in his story. Another fun fact about Carle is that he loves stories so much, he went around, he spent a few years asking kids about what makes a story so cool and fun. And he took all their ideas and he put it into this story. So this story is kind of like a story told by kids for kids. And when I read a story and there's an animal in it that I'm interested in and I want to know more about, I like to do some research. So we're going to do a little research on chameleons. Chameleons have very special skin that's bumpy and full of pigment, which allows them to change color. They also have very special eyes that allow them to look in two different places at the exact same time. That way they can really see if a predator is coming their way and they can hide. Take a look at this chameleon using its eyes, looking back and forward to make sure that they're safe. Chameleons also have very strong and curled up tails that allow them to hold on to branches so that they don't fall off. Another really cool thing about chameleons is that they have such a strong and long tongue that allows them to quickly strike a bug, and it's almost like it takes the bug in its tongue and sucks it back. Take a look. Also, chameleons can camouflage. That's a big word for hiding by turning the same color. Can you find this chameleon? Now we know so many reasons why chameleons are special and all their different body parts. Let's read The Mixed Up Chameleon by Carle. While you're reading this story, I want you to really think about the different animal body parts that the chameleon wishes it had. The Mixed Up Chameleon by Carle. On a shiny green leaf sat a small green chameleon. It moved onto a brown tree and turned brownish. Then it rested on a red flower and it turned reddish. When the chameleon moved slowly across the yellow sand, it turned yellowish. You could hardly see it. When the chameleon was warm and had something to eat, it turned sparkling green. But when it was cold and hungry, it turned gray and dull. When the chameleon was hungry, it sat still and waited. Only its eyes moved up and down, sideways, until it spotted a fly. The chameleon's long and sticky tongue shot out and caught the fly. That was its life, but it wasn't very exciting. But one day, the chameleon saw a zoo. Let's take a look at all the zoo animals we have here. We have a deer, giraffe, some people. People are living things. Looks like they're gonna go to the zoo. Oh, I see a clue. It says zoo. Elephant, polar bear, turtle, seal, goldfish, flamingo. A lot of fun things to see. It had never seen so many beautiful animals before. Wow, imagine if you were a chameleon and all you saw was chameleons. Going to a zoo would be very cool. Well, the chameleon thought, how small I am, and I'm so slow and how weak. I wish I could be big and white like a polar bear. And the chameleon's wish came true. But was it happy? No, not yet. We know that chameleon skin can turn any color. And that's how it can do that. It can camouflage. What? I wish I could be handsome like a flamingo. And so this wish came true. He had beautiful grand wings and 2 legs. So we have polar bear, flamingo. All right, chameleon. Well, still he thought, well, I wish I could be smart like a fox. And poof, he grew a tail like a fox. I'm not sure if that tail is going to make him smarter, but it does make him look more like a fox. What? He wasn't happy yet? No, because he said, I wish I could swim like a fish. And poof, out came some fins. I guess they're going to help him swim underwater. Was he happy yet? No. He said, I wish I could run as fast as a deer. And poof, he had deer antlers that go on top of the head. I'm not sure if the antlers help them run faster, but that definitely makes him look like a deer. And they're kind of a cool accessory, I'm not gonna lie. Well, oh, friends, he's not done yet. He said, I wish I could see things far away like a giraffe, and poof, he grew a neck as long as a giraffe. That makes sense, because if you have a long neck, you can see so many things down below. Goodness gracious. If you think he's happy yet, give a thumbs up. If you think he's not happy yet, say no way. Let's see. Oh, you were right. I wish, he thought, I could hide in a shell like a turtle. And poof, he grew a turtle shell. Turtles like to hide in their shell when they're scared if they want to protect themselves. But looking at this mixed up chameleon, do you think this mixed up chameleon could hide in that teeny tiny shell? No, I don't think this shell was made for him. But it does make him look more like a turtle. Was he happy yet? Let's find. Really? Really? What? Oh, goodness gracious. Guess what he guessed? Or wished? He said, I wish I could be strong like an elephant. And poof, came this long, strong trunk. Can help him. Goodness gracious. We have a tail like a fox. We have fins like a fish. We have a white polar bear fur. We have feet and wings like a beautiful flamingo. We have a shell like a turtle so you can hide inside. We have a giraffe's neck to see things that are tall and far away. We have antlers that are just kind of a beautiful decoration, quite honestly. And this strong, powerful trunk of an elephant. You'd think he's happy? You can say, yeah. If not, say, not yet. I think he should be happy by now, or maybe not. Let's see. No way. No way, Jose. I did not think that this chameleon could get any more mixed up. But here we go. Guess what he wished? He said, I wish I could be funny like a seal, and poof, came these, what do we call these? Kind of like, seal flappers, I call them. I don't know. We have to look that up. Seal flappers. They go, burp, burp. They bark. Flippers, flippers, flippers. And I guess he wants to be funny with his flippers and bark like a seal. That's another thing to do, but quite honestly, if you think he has too many things, you can touch your nose right now. I bet there's a lot of nose touching here. He has to be done. There's nothing else that could possibly happen, right? But we were wrong. What? I wish I could be like people, he said. Remember the people at the zoo in the very beginning of the story? I believe one had a hat and an umbrella, so I'm sure he thinks all people have hats and umbrellas if that's the first person he ever saw. Just then, a fly flew by. Ooh, and what did we learn about chameleons? We learned that they eat flies. The chameleon was very hungry by now. But the chameleon was very mixed up. It was a little of this and a little of that, and it couldn't catch the fly. I imagine it would be quite hard to walk when you have so many legs. Let's see. I wish I could be myself, the chameleon wish came true, and caught the fly. Just like we saw before, that tongue goes out, and I think it's lovely that the chameleon just wants to be himself or herself. We don't know if it's a boy or girl. Just be yourself. The end. And this is a picture of Eric Carle and a description of why he made this story. It's a story by kids for kids. I really enjoyed reading that story to you. And we learned about so many different animal body parts. We learned about the thick white fur of a polar bear, the fins of a fish, the shell of a turtle. We learned about the wings of a flamingo and the funny legs of the flamingo. We learned about antler deers and that they run fast, the trunk of an elephant, the bushy tail of a fox, the long regal neck of a giraffe, and the flippers of a seal. Now you get to make your own mixed up living thing. I'm really excited about this. So grab something to draw on, something to draw with, and let's get started. I'll let you know a little bit about what I chose for my mixed up living thing. I decided I wanted to have the head of a lion, the body of a snake, the wings of a bird so it can fly, and the strong tongue of a frog. Let's get started. So in thinking about what I need, I have my special pens, my paper, my markers, and before I draw, I like to pick the colors I'm gonna use. So for the lion, probably orange, the frog tongue, red or pink. The snake, I love, green's my favorite color, so I'm gonna choose 2. And the bird wings, maybe tan. All right, so I'm gonna get started. I like to think about shapes when I'm drawing, so I know if I'm gonna start with the lion head, I'm going to do a circle, right? And I just love the beautiful hair of the mane of the lion. Ooh, yeah. So I wanted to take my time and I drew my living thing. I chose the body parts of 4 different animals. When it's your turn to draw yours, you can choose at least 3, maybe 4, 5, or 6. Make it really mixed up. It's up to you. But this is mine, and I can't wait to see with what you come up with. You're gonna draw it for Creation Station. Have fun with it. And then during small group work later today, after lunchtime, you're gonna share it with us. I can't wait to see. Happy drawing!